Hey man, welcome back to Man Time. Today's episode, it's time to stop thinking about it and just start doing it, right? Sometimes you just got to get out of your head a little bit and say, alright, it doesn't need to be perfect. Sometimes it doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be done. So I've got, out here is the house pad, and it's got a mound now in it where I had that big bonfire. I kind of had to pile up. But the big problem is, it's on a hump, right? This is a hilltop. It goes down that way and it goes down back basically all around it. So what I want to try to do here is just take off a few feet and start pushing it out toward the edges. I've got a low spot on that far side there, so I'm going to start kind of pushing from the middle out to there. There's another couple low spots on this side. I've got a new measurement tool that we can then make sure that it's flat all the way across there. But I've dug up some huge stumps out of here. I got some more craters that have settled. So we're just going to skim off, I don't know, let's say 4 feet. Let's just try to skim off 4 feet today, see what we can do. Welcome to Man Time. Alright, so we've got ourselves a new tool. This is going to be a Spectra Precision LL100N, it looks like. So we've got two separate parts here. Alright, you got a clip on the bottom of it here. That's going to allow this to open up. I don't remember exactly how this thing sets up, so we'll figure it out together. And this is pretty neat. It's actually self-leveling, so if you don't have it exactly right, the laser is going to help you out a little bit. And then self-centering on here. That is kind of important there. You've got a plastic foot kind of hanging off the edge. All right, and then the next part of it is going to be this part of it. Okay. Yeah, so this is going to mount on here. And then, alright, so this is locked in. Now I can turn this on. Let's see, is this level? A little bit more level. Okay, so now I want to basically calibrate it. See, so it's spinning inside of there, and then I can turn this on, and then I can calibrate it by basically moving it down and into line with this. Alright, so that solid beep means I'm right in line with it. Now this is calibrated to this line, and I know that I am 4 foot 6.5 inches or thereabouts. So I'm a little low there. Alright, so let's go way down here and see what we get. Alright, so here I am at the lowest spot, or what I perceived as the lowest spot. And actually it's only like an inch down, so maybe over here I'm really... Let's look at right here where I just dug kind of like a fresh hole that looked like it was probably Wow. Okay, so right in that bucket track we were dead on. So let's go down here a little bit further. And you can see this is all where I just went with the track excavator. Let's get a look maybe this way somewhere. And see how we're doing. See now, alright, so 4 foot 6.5. I'm still not hitting it, but what I want to do alright, so I need to be lower here. So I was digging in the right area. That just kind of confirms by eye, you know, I was digging in the right spot. Let's go out this way to where I was digging over here and see if we can get a reading. Alright, so I'm probably about 50-60 foot off of this thing, and it's not working anymore. Alright, well, let's see if the main thing is out of batteries or something. Well, with that thing set up over there, I was able to walk around this whole thing and get signal kind of all around. Where I'm standing right now is just a few inches high. Where I was digging there, all the way at the very bottom of the bucket scoops where I kind of thought I was going too deep is like perfect in line there. And what you're trying to do is just get a flat reference and a reference point now. I know, I mean, basically everything is pretty close. I was within, man, so at the lowest spot down there, I'm pretty much dead on. So just kind of where I was digging there in those high spots, I've got some high spots in here. And then, I mean, everything was within about 3 inches of one another. So it's just going to be a little bit of touch up here and there, and then going back and doing this as soon as I get done and just double checking. But it's coming along really good. Everything is fairly flat, which is awesome. I mean, I've been kind of working on that. I've gone through here. This will probably be like my 4th time trying to get it flat. Using the right tools now, I know I was pretty close by eye. I know these videos of like actually running stuff and doing stuff where you're not involved so much is maybe a little boring, but it's all part of the process of homesteading. Walking around there making sure it's all flat, getting back on the dozer, going back over it, flattening it some more, back and forth, so on and so forth. So it's all part of it. Alright, so back behind me here is the progress that I've made so far. Now we're going to be using some different tools today. A couple of tools that you're really going to need if you're planning on homesteading, setting up a spot in the woods like I'm doing here. One is going to be something like this, one of these measuring wheels that you can then run. Let's see here. How does this work? Something like this. Okay, there we go. And then you've got your feet on the side there. This one is a TR industrial model. Amazon special. And then Spectra precision laser. That you're going to set your tripod up like in the middle somewhere, and then start measuring your height or elevation. So let's get these set up and see where we are kind of at starting off the day. Alright, so I am set up way down over here. I don't know if you can see the tripod down there, but yeah, right over here somewhere we've got our tripod. And let's see how we're doing up here. Alright, so right over there I am So that means I'm a little bit low here. I basically need to bring that down in the middle there. But let's keep going here. This over here has kind of been the low spot. But we'll start. Yeah, maybe 2 inches off here, 2 inches low. I've got a pretty substantial amount of dirt to move down there. I'm about 2 inches high, kind of all across that far side there. So I decided to go with the big tractor. It's continued to be high on that side, and that's where I've been focusing, moving dirt. This isn't getting it done fast enough. Alright, well, some good dozer work there. Time to let the Mahindra eat with the box blade. And I found using a box blade, you don't want to start in the middle and work out because it picks up a bunch, and then at the end it's just kind of pushing and dragging what it's already picked up. So you want to start at the edge, pick up and move from the edge, and then back up and pick up and move. Let's try that. Well, this has got to be the most boring stuff, so I'll try to keep these types of videos short, but this is the real deal right here. Out homesteading, making a flat surface on a hilltop. I mean, it's just, it was a little narrow this way, so by bringing it down and actually pushing that dirt out, I'm, you know, making it a bigger pad. So that's a good thing. It was just wide enough, but just wide enough isn't wide enough. And that's including like a 10-foot porch on one side and a 5-foot porch on the other side. So then it kind of drops off, and of course when it drops off, that's actually kind of a nice thing. I could do like a storm cellar, you know, just off to one side where it drops off on this side over here. So I don't know, might be cool. But, yeah, we're getting pretty close. I think that's going to do it for today on Man Time. Get out there, have me some man time, too.